I don't know what happened. Just and it came up an error. Hey, Thrice, appreciate you stopping by the stream now. The first one just ended there. I don't know why. It just said error. I think it's something to do with PlayStation. Bro, appreciate you sharing out the stream too. Yo, NASCAR, what's up? You're new here. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Oh, you're not new. Did you change your name?
I cannot enter.
Right. So what was your name before NASCAR?
It's locked.
Oh, I appreciate you stopping by the stream. Can I move them? basically a clue what I'm doing, but I don't know what game's on, but it's loading. Gwen, that's her there. That's who I'm looking for.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read
Oh,
about
copy,
your new
so
blood
good.
transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working,
must have got that
despite
wrong.
his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
Much
If
love.
you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please
Zulu
tell me.
Reaper in the building.
Anything you say will be held
Much
in
love. Really
confidence.
appreciate
No.
you stopping by.
I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Goodbye,
appreciate you
nurse.
stopping by, bro.
Call me
Much-
if you need
much love.
assistance.
Let's have to go up to it. Easy. Chicky's upstairs.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
So how do I get in there? Wait, so obviously I can't craft that. What you're in? Let's see, because out this way. Yo, beautiful Rose, appreciate you stopping by. Much love. How are you today? Is me back in the house? Yeah. Oh, hello. This looks interesting. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Definitely gonna. Yeah, I was in with this dude before.
Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked. It's locked, all right.
That's all going back up. I love the way it makes so spooky at times. I just want to double check this. That's outside too.
I cannot enter.
I cannot enter that either. Alright, check up here to the door. If not, so it's back down and outside. So I don't know. I feel like I'm lost now.
It's locked.
Let's go up and see what this dude's at.
It's locked, all right. No, should this go I
up?
cannot enter.
So you get down there and look for Dorothy.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
I'll go with Dr. Swansea.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Man, this place is big at times, don't it? Dr. Swansea here, yeah.
Please, Jonathan, come
Appreciate
in.
everybody in chat, much love.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
Vertiginous.
This must be also
Word
new
for
to you.
Monday, folks.
This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Okay, Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Oh, she's impossibly delicate.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
I thought I was going to get it. He did too. Who it is?
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature.
Why so silver
By
rose?
vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in
Harriet
your
Jones.
hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Let's go look for her.
I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
I can't do this stuff. Nope. Nurses are needed now.
See you again.
Is it a kind of poignant how it is to what's going on now in the world? She's up in the Nope, well, maybe not.
It's locked.
Just gonna try back downstairs. I think it's just throwing me off because I don't know who she is yet.
Your obedient slave.
She,
Wonder why the Goswicks came here in the first place.
unknown. Can't help myself.
These nurses bred with no respect.
Ah, here she is.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for
Yo,
alarm,
it's
madam. I'm
Dan,
Dr.
you
Reed,
know, in the
the new
bill.
surgeon.
Appreciate you stopping by. Much love.
Preposterous.
Silver Crow
Dr.
the
Reed,
gamer.
you say? I don't
Much
want
love,
some
bro.
bumbling
Appreciate you
intern.
stopping by.
Where's Dr. Swansea?
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on
Everybody's
here
had a
better
happy
than
Monday.
any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them.
Cool
They
down.
can't
Hopefully
keep
the good
their
day at
legs
work,
up.
man. Stay
I've
safe.
seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Oh, and have a look at these presses while I'm here. Doris Fletcher. Sappo.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Let's see what Sean has to say.
You are going
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Okay.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
I don't know what's going on.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
And you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Little melting. Dark, unknown, patient. station. I should be.
How could we be?
Some over there, I think. That's showing. That's on.
Just go.
Someone's poached my blanket. Oh, the cold will
was
be
that?
my death.
What is? Oh yeah. Just the way it was coming up there.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face.
The old zero
No.
is in the house. Appreciate
I don't
you
think you
stopping
can
by.
help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here.
How are you
War
today?
injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every
Time has
street
lost its
corner.
effect on me.
But the suffering
Daily
continues.
routine.
Where'd the other two go? That's outside.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. And here we go now again with an error. I don't know what's going on with this. This seems to go error. And it just cuts the train. Sorry folks if I'm gonna cut this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the internet or something, but this is 2 or 3 times it's just gone. It's just gonna go up or load up. It's blue screen here basically, loading up 100%. Yeah, it's gonna